going on?
We want to start some share, do a share live video.
Yeah, Esau changing everything, man.
I actually stopped it and restarted. And I was trying to send like the link out and this and that. Like to do a shared live video with somebody else.
First start doing that. You see everything, changing everything, bro.
That
So
video
good.
of that cherry I sent last night. My phone didn't do it justice. On his phone, you could zoom in that thing.
Yeah.
Everything was colorful. The lights were all. It was crazy.
Let's get it, man. Hey, first and foremost, as always, want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yeah.
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
It's your
shalom.
brothers from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. We're going to sit down. And this time we're going to go into a news article. But before we get that, let's get Habakkuk chapter 2. Vision been for an appointed time.
You got it.
Let's get it.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
And this is what's happening, man. Even though these things have been set up for an allotted time, they're coming to pass right on time, just like the Most High said. It's all been preordained. It's all been pre-set up to happen before the world was even created, man. And we're living in a time where these devils are going full throttle into this new world order. You see? That's what's happening. And you have Israelites acting like it's not going on. Like it's just a long way off from now, but it's not. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, and that's what's going on. So I have an article here from End Time Headlines, man. And it says brain chips, data centers in homes, and quantum computing. Why is all this being talked about so much now here in the world? Because this was always the final end game for the wicked elite according to the Most High's will. That's why this is being talked about so much. You still have Israelites talking about you don't need to know what the MOTB is and don't worry about this. This is conspiracy theory. But all we see being brought to the forefront is this, man. A digital society where they want to put devices inside of your body. And these data centers is how they're going to what? Be able to tap into these devices to have minimal lag, man. You see? Real-time data collected as you move about with these devices in your body. This is where the wicked elite and the nobles of the heathen want to take it, man. You see that? This is what's being appointed to happen here. Can't you see the pattern? Everything being subscription-based. I'm talking about everything. Remember, TV used to be free to a certain extent. Now, if you even want to watch the basic channels, Fox and NBC and CBS, you have to get a subscription to an app. They're making everything subscription or pay to play type shit, man. Why? It's because it's about to be integrated into this new system that they're bringing forth. And if you're not integrated into that, you won't have access to anything. You see this? talking about everything, man. This is where it's going. So let's read some of this article real quick. Let y'all have some precepts. So it goes on to say, are we witnessing the steady erosion of the freedoms that previous generations fought to preserve? The answer to that is what? Yes. You see, a technocracy is being established, man. It says, in tonight's podcast, we examine a series of developments that appear to be accelerating the convergence of artificial intelligence, surveillance, centralized technology, and increasing government and corporate control. Why? It's because the wicked elite of Esau Edom, the top international banking families, they're what? They're corralling all the Goyim, man. You see that? They're getting everybody surrounded with all this technology, with all this pay-based whatever, you see, and they're going to bring forth these devices that they want to have inside of your body. And when you go into these different talking head for the elite, man, they're telling you the phone is about to be phased out, you see, and it's going to go to something being up under your skin. Why is all this being done? Is this a coincidence? Is this happening by chance? No, man, this is prophecy. This is what the Most High put on the spirit of the wicked elite and the nobles of the heathen to do, man. This is always set to come to pass according to prophecy. And you still got Israelites talking about we don't know what the MOTB is. Bullshit. We see it being rolled out. We see the system being rolled out, and we know how you're going to have to be integrated into it. You're going to have these devices put into your body, man. This is where it's all going. So for all you Israelites who are thinking that this is the rest, you're thinking about getting the biggest bag, the bag being an end-all, be-all. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with getting the bag, but you got to know and understand that that's not the end-all, be-all, because it's about to be what? It's about to be forced upon you to get something into your body to even have any money to spend, man. That's all laid out to come to pass in prophecy. But it says what? China is unveiling what is being called the world's first commercial brain chip, raising serious ethical and prophetic questions about the future of human enhancement. Salaki. Is that not what's said right there in prophecy, man? And we know why all this is being done because what? The wicked elite are trying to play the Most High. They're trying to play God, man. Y'all have some?
Yeah, I got some.
What you got real quick?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, he will go into his hand and pierce it.
And go ahead.
So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
And that's what's about to happen to the majority of our people who are not taking heed to this wise counsel from Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. The wise counsel that he's given unto you through his men. You see this? You're about to be in for a rude awakening because our people are fully set on America being their end-all, be-all. The majority of our people are fully set on America being their rest, man. But we're here to tell you to continue on in this society, and this is going to be everywhere in the world. You're going to have to be integrated into what? This MOTB system, man. You see this? This is why you've seen us be in the spirit to do what? Get on the same accord with Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So we can be kept and protected from what's about to happen. Because it's coming, man. You see, and it's getting tighter and tighter each and every day. And before you know it, in an instant, it's going to be what? Mandatory, man. You got something else, bro?
Yeah, real quick. This is Psalm chapter 64. I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down.
Yep.
Right? So Psalm of King David. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
And this is what they've been doing from the time they came up into power until now, man. This is what they've always had in the works, man. You see? They want to have man merge with machine, and this is all to try to override Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. This is all to try to upset prophecy. And these idiots are so stupid. They don't get that they're moving prophecy forward, man. You see? With every action they take, we get deeper and deeper into the timeline of prophecy and ultimately to their demise, as is laid out to happen. You see this? That's what's happening with this. What's say the secret counsel of the wicked? It's gonna lead. It's all leading to their destruction, man. So our bros let us say what the Most High has these devils in the trick bag. You see? You got it, bro.
Verse 3, Psalm 64, verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And that word wet right there, W-H-E-T, means to sharpen.
Yup.
Right?
Like a whetstone. You use a whetstone to sharpen a dagger or a sword, man. They go back to the ancient times when you wet the stone and you sharpen your blade on the sharpen the edge of your blade on it. And that's what these devils are doing on the daily. You see with this sword that they have. You see that? Whether that be the physical portion of it or through their laws and legislation. This is what's being prepared. And as we can see, the whole shit that's going on up in Canada, because it's like the family of the word gonna hit them brothers first. That's all the part of Esau's sword too, man. Weaponizing the laws and legislation. And it's an attempt to ultimately do what? Close the mouths of the prophets. Because they ain't worried about what the fucking pagan Roman Catholic Christians are talking about. They know they don't have the truth. The true threat to these devils in this system they want to set up are the men of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah, the prophets, man. So they're getting everything put into place to come against those who speak righteousness. You see that? You got it, bro.
Psalm 64, verse 4 says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
You got it.
So the perfect being the elect, you know what I'm saying? They're doing this to secretly get at those who are preaching, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep, to shoot secretly. Mm-hmm. So they're doing that broad stroke brush to act like, oh, this is what, even when Trump talking about the communism, and you can't be a patriot and a communist at the same time, and if you speaking out against our forefathers about this and how we established this country that's hateful, we're not having it. Well, the thing is, it's the truth. And the thing is, it's not just us. Now, once again, we're the main threat. But you have even Esau's own tongue falling upon himself, calling out all the wickedness that he's done, man. You're not going to be able to get away from what you've done, man. You see? But this is a part of them shooting at us secretly. Put the laws in place so we can hinder them from speaking out against us, condemning us according to that Bible. And before long, the Bible is going to be outlawed. It can get to the point where if you got a Bible in your possession, that shit can be the equivalent of having a few bricks of cocaine, man. It's going to be on that type of level. If you have it, they're going to start calling it religious paraphernalia, some shit like that. If you have a Bible, any type of manuscripts, any type of books going back to the Bible, like what do you call it, like study guides or whatever it may be, all that could be what? Religious paraphernalia, extremist paraphernalia. That's what's coming, man. What's up?
All those notebooks we have with scriptures and lessons. Goodness.
They call that shit a manifesto.
Yep.
On some shit like that. But this is where it's going. Because once again, the main threat is the men that are speaking the words of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, condemning them and telling them that the judgment is coming. So that's why they're moving in great haste to try to get the system set up. Because their hope is what? If we could just get these motherfuckers chipped, the Lord, Yahweh can't do what he said he would do. If they're chipped, he's not going to deal with them. You see, that's a direct violation of them serving their power. And this is why we always tell you, this is why the entire system of the world is set up the way it's set up. And that's to keep you Israelites in the spirit of rebellion and transgression against our power, man. I'm talking about the entire world system is set up for this purpose. You got it, bro.
All right. Psalm 64 and verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
You got it?
So yeah, man, they're encouraging themselves in an evil matter, meaning, they have these meetings and they're geared towards what? Oppressing the Israelites, man.
Yep.
We're the main target of their new world order. You know what I'm saying? They really want you Israelites chipped and tagged.
And you know what's crazy? You have, with these Israelites, what they'll do, they'll be like, we'll tell them who we are, everything that's tied to us through our lineage, through our bloodline. Because we, like, bro, being an Israelite is a major thing. It's not some light thing that you look down upon. It comes with a lot. And we're here to tell you our bloodline and their bloodline are in direct opposition, rivals from the womb. We were chosen to be the bloodline to receive the blessings, the promises, everything, you know, the Most High has given to his chosen people, and they've been rejected. So you got to understand, they've always been in the wings waiting to finally come into power to do exactly what they're doing, because their mission is to do what? Get the blessing and the promise back that they feel like was stolen from them, when it was never stolen from them at all. It was already promised to Yahweh Shai in the heavens. The thing is, the Most High had Yahweh Shai be born in our bloodline, so we could what? Be brought into it. Yahweh Shai wasn't born as an Edomite. He was born to the what? The lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And through him being born in that bloodline is how we come into all that's promised, the oath and everything else, man. That was the Most High's doing. But these devils are really on the mission to try to do what? Overthrow that. And you go back to Herod, when Yahweh Shai was born. This is why he went berserk, killing the male children 2 years and under, man. Just like who? Ancient Pharaoh. And this is why the modern day Edomite is known as what? The modern day Pharaoh. You just read it in Isaiah, did you not? See? You got it.
So, just, reiterating on that fact that they're trying to, privately lay snares, traps. You know what I'm saying? And this mark of the beast is a trap. We're going to promote it like this, an aid to society, like it's going to, give you superpowers and whatnot, giving people ability to walk, right, and all that stuff, man. Those who have degenerative diseases. But it's really a snare. It's really a trap to condemn you Israelites. Because the scriptures clearly tell us in Revelation 14, verse 9 on down, that those who receive this mark are going to be destroyed and condemned by Yahweh Shai. Wow. You receive that mark, you canceled out your salvation, man. Point blank, period.
But the thing is, going back to what I was saying, why would they care if they don't believe they're Israelites anyway? They don't understand the magnitude of what it means to be an Israelite. And that's a detriment to you being an Israelite. Because you are an Israelite whether you believe it or not. But your unbelief is going to put you in a predicament to where what? You're going to make yourself an enemy to the Most High by taking this device, man.
What's that? Proverbs 18:3.
What? Get it.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's so important to believe this, man. Because when you believe in this wholeheartedly, you move in a certain spirit. You move like our righteous forefathers did. You see that? So now because you're unbelieving, you're having no faith, you live in a state of incredulity 24/7. When this chip comes, you ain't gonna see no problem with it. You gonna go right along to get it, right? Because what? You ain't an Israelite. That shit don't mean nothing to me. What the fuck? Who was it? That nigga Wack 100. What the fuck Abraham got to do with me?
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
Exactly, right? So when the time comes and this thing is made mandatory, you in that mode, guess what you gonna do? You're gonna go right along with the so-called white man and take that device into your body, and once again you sealed your fate according to Revelation 14, starting at verse 9, man. You got it? Keep going, bro.
All right. So this is Psalm 64 and verse 6. It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
And this is why we tell you, when it comes to Esau receiving his judgment, it ain't gonna just stop at the progenitor, man. You gotta understand that's what their bloodline is all about. It says every one of them in the heart is deep. Because all it's gonna take is for that seed to be carried on by a couple Edomites. Before long, they're gonna be in the mode of trying to take over the world of wickedness again. They're gonna be back in that spirit of the serpent like he was in the garden, man. That's why they got to be eradicated wholly. It's a cancerous bloodline, a cancerous lineage. And if you don't get all it's gonna do is multiply and continue that same wickedness, man. Because they are bred to do. You gotta understand, man. You know how you got some horses that are bred to race, some horses that are bred to be beautiful horses. You see some dogs that are bred to be hunting and fighting dogs. The Edomite, the entire house of them, are bred to be wicked. They're bred to be adverse to the Almighty Yahweh and his people, man. They don't know nothing else. They can't do nothing else. You see that? Even the low level ones, they might not be as wicked as the wicked elite, but guess what? Their thinking is off. Their spirit is not upright in them, as it tells you in the book of Habakkuk, right? So all it takes is for that Edomite, who might not be, he might be like a what's the old boy from The Simpsons? Flanders. He might be like a Ned Flanders. All it's gonna take for that nigga to do is have a seed. You know what I'm saying? Have a seed, and that shit, what? That wickedness continues on. So that's why the whole nation got to be eradicated, man. What's up?
I was gonna say, well, the right opportunity present itself.
Supposed to be the Simpsons.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I mean,
I didn't catch what you
you're
were
gonna see
saying.
the
I was
horns
thinking
come out of
about
these
like
devils when
Krusty the
society
Clown's
really
brother.
goes to crumble.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? When the food supply gets choked off, you're gonna see the wickedness come out of these devils, man. Even the Ned Flanders type, man.
Yeah.
The brother had brought up that verse about the snares that being the troubles traps. And he said that device is going to be a trap to 2/3 of our people.
Yeah, man.
So this is
And this is why we harp on it so much as men of the Lord, because this is life or death, man.
This is blowing the trumpet.
Ain't no gray area when it comes to this. So you have to get it right the first time. Ain't no do-overs when it comes to this, man. This is one thing that you cannot repent from once you taking that step into getting it. You got it.
And if we didn't tell our people about it, then we wouldn't be blowing the trumpet, and their blood would be on our hands.
And guess,
You know?
and the thing, just look at all of Israel. If the men of Great Millstone, beginning with the apostles and the others of Great Millstone, wasn't at the forefront of blowing the trumpet on this, who would be blowing the trumpet? Not IUIC, not ISUPK, not GOCC. Sakari ain't no more. Genesis has been disbanded. You see, HOI ain't talking about it. Wi-Fi ain't talking about it. So how could you be warned if the men of Great Millstone wasn't at the forefront of making this known up to you, man? You would be easily snatched up like a flock by a pack of wolves, man. And going back to what we was talking about on in Dresden the other day, Great Millstone has, through the Holy Spirit, has showed the most love out of all the camps in Israel, man. Because we're blowing the trumpet and giving you this warning as the watchman before we even get to that point. So when the time comes, you can know and understand what's going on if you've taken heed. But if you haven't taken heed, your blood is on you, man. What's up?
Quick set.
I think. Let's finish that.
The brother had brought about the snares, the traps, right? So this is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
That's the spirit. I was just talking about that, right? This message only does you good if it's mixed with faith and you are believing. You have a lot of our people who come across this information that we bring out through the spirit, and they already compartmentalize it to be in a gray area, or they already are in a spirit of incredulity of, oh man, ain't no microchip, ain't no mark of the beast, ain't the mark of the beast.
But there's also some that are in the spirit. Like I saw this lady, Jake. She was commenting on the topic we're speaking about. She's like, "What's taking so long? What's taking?" You know, she's ready to take it. You know.
A woman.
It's taking long for the chip.
Yeah, a woman.
Mandate.
She don't know no better anyway. She don't have no spiritual, mental clock. You know.
She's that simple that's gonna pass on, and she's gonna be.
I can tell you that I had what was in the world before I came into the truth. I was talking about certain talking points that we have now about prophecy, and this guy I used to work with, years later, he's like, "Damn, bro, like everything you used to tell me is coming to pass. I thought you were just speaking just to bullshit and make time go by." And like now I think back, it's like you were saying a lot of things are happening now. I was like, bro, like I'm not just saying things just to say it. You know what I'm saying? Is like, dude, when you actually have faith of what's written in the Bible, you're gonna be looking for these things to come to pass.
Let me get this real quick. Ezekiel 33:33, it says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." Because shit's still copacetic right now. You got things going on in the world. You got the signs of the times letting us know that we're in the beginning of sorrows happening, but shit is still kind of cool right now. People can still go to work. They can still go to the grocery store. They can still go to events and have fun and take family trips and gas going down. So now they're they're being lulled to sleep by the Most High. Like we always tell you, man, those moments between those contractions, you know, people start to what? Let their guard down.
Sit on their knees.
But as we opened up with, though it tarry, wait for it because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And these people are not watching spiritually.
Nope.
These people are gone, they're blinded in the world, man, just like in the days of Noah. Now, like I said, we're in this world, but we're not of this world, man. We're not thinking that this is the end all be all. We're keeping our eyes open, man. We're constantly in the spirit, taking the temperature of what's going on in the earth. Because we know that all these things are going to be fulfilled because what? Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai does not lie.
Yep.
You see that? What's up?
And bro, I was thinking about it right now as you were reading that scripture. Bro, I told him back in like 2011, that was years before I came into the truth, you know, just having some knowledge and some faith of the scriptures, but not in fullness the way I have it now.
Yeah.
But, you know, still waiting, hoping on what's written.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people don't even have that in the world, you know, and that's why we're so thankful that Yahweh Shemi Shai has given us that spirit of truth.
That's what it is, man. Because it's all got to happen. You finish that?
Yeah, that's it. Let me read it one more time. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
And that's what's about to happen to the majority of our people here. They come across these videos, they take it for entertainment, they're not taking the message serious. And the thing is, when these things are made reality, then it's gonna snap. Oh shit, this is what they was talking about. But guess what? You didn't store up no oil. You didn't get your spirit right with Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You didn't even put forth an effort to. You see, you put the Most High from day to day, and now the day of the Lord is upon you like a thief in the night, just as it was in the days of Noah. Because if you ain't been cultivated in the spirit of the Lord, getting yourself together and getting yourself aligned with the Most High, you're not gonna know what to do in these times, man. What's up?
I was thinking the same thing. They're going to be scrambling.
Yep.
Like those 5 unwise virgins.
Yep.
We need more oil. What do we do next? What's the next step?
And I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got nothing for you.
Go by.
Exactly. Figure it out.
So, I want to hit this real quick before it passes. Matthew 7:18, NLT. It says, a good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. Straight to the point, as what the brother's talking about. You know, at the end of the day, even with Israel, man, 2/3 are not going to do what it takes to be part of the elect. There's no way they can. They can't. It's already been set. Who's going to be the elect? Who's not? It doesn't matter if they're Israelites. Now, when you go into the wicked surely cannot do what's right, no matter if it's given to them. Hey, favors given unto them, and they still cannot do right. They have not one single gram of goodness in them, man. They try, but they can't, bro. The scripture's talking about they lose sleep if they do not do wickedness.
Let me get this real quick.
Cause someone to fall.
Yeah.
Let me get this real quick. Jeremiah 13:23. Can the Egyptian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. This is all they know, man. All they know is this. And the thing is, they've tried to put on this facade for so long about them being the great white hopes, and they're just the standard and the standard of morality. They're the standard of life on the earth. It's the white man's way because we're just these pristine, holy, righteous people. But when you look at these devils, man, and the shit they've done in the earth, we know that's not true. And that's why when this thing fully collapses, though, like we always said, man, those horns are gonna come out. You see that? You're gonna see Esau in his natural state. What's up, bro? Yes,
I was gonna say, man, you know, Jacob don't understand the depth of the wickedness of these damn devils. It tells you the heart is deep. We just read that in Psalm 64.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord knows, though. He created them. We have an idea, man, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to be even shocked at some things that happen.
Oh, shit. Cause we know you motherfuckers the devil, but when they come out, goddamn Terry that you thought was, you know what I'm saying? Terry kind of decent, man. Terry gonna be at home, goddamn rampage mode, man. You know. You got something else?
I got a quick precept. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, "My people, like the Israelites, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children."
Oh man, you got it.
So yeah, man, having a lack of knowledge, not just any knowledge, but the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai, knowing His will. When you lack that, that causes you to be what? Destroyed, man. Spiritually, mentally, and then eventually physically destroyed, man. All right, because when you lack the knowledge of what the mark of the beast is, for example, it's gonna lead you to what? Take it and be destroyed. A lot of groups out here, they don't teach it the correct way. They don't know what the mark is, you know, at least they act like they don't know.
Yeah.
Cause people to go astray.
Well, the reason they also don't preach is because they ain't got the faith to do what's right and put their faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai that He's gonna be there for us, just like He was back in the ancient times. They rather put their trust in what? The system, the government, which is Egypt, spiritual Egypt. Once again, that's why they're like, you know what? I don't want to think about it. So let's just preach that something else. That way we ain't got to sit here and think about our life and our situation and what we got to do. Let's just happy go lucky.
But you're gonna have to face reality sooner or later, man. Let me get a couple more of this article. So I was going to say, President Trump signed an executive order aimed at accelerating the development of quantum computing by 2028, a move expected to dramatically expand the capabilities of artificial intelligence. Microsoft is launching what has been described as the world's most powerful supercomputer in Wisconsin as the global AI race intensifies. New proposals envision homes of the future functioning as mini data centers, transforming the way our private property is used. So your ass is gonna be on the grid 24/7. When you're in the house, sleeping, doing whatever you do in the privacy of your home, you're gonna be what? Tracked and traced. And then when you get out into the world, you get in that car, those flock cameras are gonna be having the eyes on you. What's up?
Let me add another thing because this is a topic I've been kind of talking about at my job because I work in the housing industry. So one of the new things that they're doing is integrating the smart water heaters, which those are hooked up to with the Wi-Fi, but they have built-in sensors, algorithms to track how much hot water you're using.
So it goes right along with the smart meters they were putting on houses a few years back. They was taking out the old manual readers, meters, and putting the digital readers on there. So that goes right hand in hand, and that's a part of what the IoT, the Internet of Things, man.
And guess who doesn't have to worry about those meters at all, or those data centers?
Nope.
Because they don't have to. I saw a report which was saying that they don't have to report the amount of water they used. Or
That's all government based. So anything government based, they don't have to report anything. So we see where it's going to where it's going to be a control of the people. The
And
government controlling the people.
Now, if your social credit score falls below whatever it's supposed
You
to be,
can't go nowhere.
turn off shit. The chip. They'll turn off your water. They'll turn your hot water off. They have now everything with the electricity is on this grid, this digital grid. They can turn your power off.
Hey,
They got complete control over you for you to be what? More well behaved as they tell you in their press conferences, man.
just like China, bro. They have that whole credit thing,
Social
like
credit score?
social. So if you in the reds, you're not allowed to fucking travel in airplanes and shit like that.
So now,
Trump has said, let China be the model. He said that. He's on record saying that. Another thing he's on record saying is, that he wants to be the cryptocurrency leader in the world.
So now with them talking about making your home a mini data center, They have control over your fucking life. What you say, what you think. If you saying anything outside of what they want you to say, they gonna give your ass some demerits, man. You see? And they show you that this in many movies. Where you have to find a blind spot in the system to go and talk freely or some shit like that. That's what's coming. This is where they want to take it because what? Mode to try to play the Most High. Esau really thinks that he's a god, man, and this is his way of going about being the Godhead on the earth. You see this? Like the elder Yahshua said, that new digital Tower of Babel, man, where they want everyone surveilled at all times, every second of the day, and that's why you see these flock cameras popping up all across the country at an alarming rate, going right in hand with what the 5G towers that were going up. Now they're talking about 6G. You think all this technology is being manifested for no reason? No, they about to bring this motherfucker online, and I'm talking about everywhere you go. You cross the state lines or you go into another city, your ass is gonna be on the grid always, man. That's what's happening. What's up, Amor?
I was gonna say, speaking on those smart meters, there's an article saying that those who didn't, get those smart meters, they'll be cut out, man.
Simple.
Yeah.
Because they need everyone on the grid. If you don't get on the grid, guess what? You don't get no power. Unless you're going to go in there and hack that shit. And if you hack it now, you're going to be facing even more jail time. More severe punishment. Well, they talk about bringing back capital punishment. They find you doing that shit. They liable to say, you either get with the new system or we're going to kill your ass. You see? So we telling y'all, man, this is where this shit going. This is where all this having the liberty to do whatever you want to do. The Constitution is out of the window, man. You see that? They're dismantling that shit more and more day by day. And you had this nigga Trump talking about, oh yeah, we can't be trampling upon the Constitution. That's what you've been doing since you came into office, man. I'm talking about every move he's making has been in violation of the Constitution. But you dumbass Trumpers, you still backing them up. And before long, you're going to realize. You see, this man, he's giving you over to the wicked elite, man. You see? But I think, let me get a couple more. It says, reports that major automakers like Ford and GM are pushing for title restrictions that could make it increasingly difficult or even illegal to repair your own vehicle. Why do you think that's? Come on, man.
They want to monitor
everything.
Oh, they got that. The talks about that new monitor system that they want to put in all vehicles.
All the cars.
Is that if you look like you're drunk, to where the car won't start for you, this and that. You know, if you look like you're angry, too angry or whatever, sleepy, they're gonna shut it down.
They had they showed you that shit in iRobot. How they had the cameras in the cars and they could read your pupils and shit. They showed that shit in Minority Report too. They had the whole system integrated into the car, which was integrated into the overall system of the world in that movie. And I'm talking about everything you did, man. So it showed you had your fucking biometrics integrated into it. They had devices in their body being integrated into it. The vehicles are integrated into the system. When you go into your home, all that's gonna be integrated into one thing, man. The Internet of Things, man.
That motherfucker wants to control your bowel movements, bro.
Crazy, bro.
He wants to count them.
Crazy, bro.
He wants to see if your shit floats or if it sinks.
These motherfuckers, they really think that what we're saying is a game, but this is the reality. This is where the fuck this shit going at, man. And now they talking about killing off all the real animals to bring your ass 3D printed meat, maggot ice cream, and bug bars, and you know what I'm saying? This is where this shit is going. And they're gonna take away your ability to make money on your own to give you universal basic income. So now, if you want that income, what are you gonna have to do? Be on your best behavior, or they're gonna what? Limit your shit. You see? You spoke out against the government. That's a violation of 300 UBI. You see?
Can I grab a precept on that what you just said?
What's up?
Because I was going to grab it and I put it back, but now you said that. So,
You got it?
Ecclesiastes
Let me grab this one right
Go
away.
ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous time shall come.
Perilous time.
Perilous time shall come.
Yep. And when the perilous goes into harsh and savage, man. You know, because when they finally make this thing mandatory, people are going to rebel, and it's going to bring forth more prophecy, especially what we find written in 2 Edges 15. So it's going to get very violent out here because people is not, they're not going to go, they're not going to just go into the system. Right now, shit's going to get hard, shit's going to get rough, it's going to get real dark out here. Now, you're going to have those who are going to comply, but those who comply, they're going to have that UBI and all that. So they're going to be able to have electricity. They're going to be able to go into the stores and buy food. And guess what? Those who are on the board of being rebels, they're going to be what? Going to take those people's shit. So it's going to get very crazy out here, man. It's going to get very violent out here, man. Perilous times. Says what? The love of many shall wax cold, man. You see?
You had said how you made a comment about how they're basically monitoring everything, and you might say something wrong, and like you said, brother, they could just shut off your chip just for something you said. So this is Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. It says, "Curse not the king, nor not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber, for a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which hath wings shall tell the matter."
So that's talking about cursing our king, Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai, and murmuring in your bedchamber, in your solitude, in your privacy, because the angels are always watching, and they're going to take that back to the Most High and report it. You see that? Now that could be applied to what Esau Edom is doing now because of all the surveillance that he's putting up, because they're already listening. You see, they already got your phone and everything. That's why when you talk about getting some new shoes, now you're getting all these shoe ads, you know, or you're talking about a movie, and then the commercial for the movie pop up on your phone. You see, so that is gonna evolve into something even more draconian as we get closer to the system being rolled out, man. You see that?
And your phones are constantly tracking you. It's just a matter of they're going to take it to that next level and actually put that device inside your body,
Yep.
your feet, your hand, your forehead. But
They already monitor your social media because a video I seen a couple months back, might have been last year, where this dude said something about the 1948ers, and the fucking sheriff put up to his crib, man.
I was in Texas.
In Texas, yep, put up to his crib and said he was in violation of hate speech because what he posted on his Facebook, showing you that you're being monitored. You see
your
that?
phone, because people, they don't like to leave their phones anywhere else, but it's always on the person for the most part. So like, no matter what you're doing, your phone is tracking you right now. Like I said, they're going to take it to that next level. With the phone, you're at a restaurant, it's going to pop up and want you to give it a review of the restaurant. It's like,
What's up?
and even if you go back 2-3 weeks, that phone remembers. You can go into the phone, it tracks everywhere you've been that week, and you will forget you went someplace. You'll see that, like, oh shit, this thing knows more about me, remembers more about me than I do.
So the thing is, you can throw your phone away. You know what I'm saying? You can get rid of that, but they want it to be inside of you, man. That's the trap right there, man.
And the thing is, how they're about to have this shit set up, if you don't have it, you're still gonna pop up because they're gonna see that you're not, when you're walking through these cameras and everything, you're not registered in their system. That's gonna be another call or reason to come and get your ass, man. Motherfucking van full of soldiers pull up on you because what? We noticed that you don't have a signature. You don't have a signal. You walk 5 blocks and you didn't pop up on one of our cameras showing that you were registered in our system. That's the type of shit that's gonna be going on, man. You see? That's what's going down. What you got, more?
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth."
So we're gonna have to be on the move, man. You see, it might get too hot in the spot we at. So we just gotta leave that shit behind. And that's the mindset we've been taking. If bros have a house, townhouse, apartment, whatever it may be, got cars or whatever, The time is gonna come where all that shit gonna have to be left behind, man. You see, that's why we've been in the mode of what preaching that this is not our rest, that all this shit is temporary. You see, because if you stuck on this carnal shit that you got on this side, man, you're not gonna be able to shake it. You're not gonna be able to leave it. And that's where the majority of our people are about to find themselves in, man, because they haven't got their spirits primed for what? For leaving this behind. The whole neighborhood on fire, but Jake just put all this money into this damn crib, and they don't want to leave it, and the house gets overtaken. You see? That's the type of shit that's gonna be going on. Or the motherfucker went out here and spent all this money on this damn Corvette or what have you, and he don't want to leave his car behind. You see, because that's their end all be all. Or a motherfucker spent his whole life collecting every pair of Jordans that come out. You see? And they got 2 walk-in closets full of Jordans. You see, motherfuckers invading the house, guns drawn. He's screaming, he ain't leaving his shoes. I can't leave my J's. That's the type of shit our people about to be doing because what? They haven't fully resolved it in themselves to what? Leave this shit behind. They're fully set in this, that this is their rest, man. We haven't been in that mode. You see that? We've been in the mindset of being pilgrims. That everything that we have is just temporary, man. You got it.
All right. So this is verse 41, 2 Corinthians 16 and verse 41. It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So those who are invested in businesses and whatnot, man. You know, it says, he that occupieth merchandise, and he that hath no profit, as he that hath no profit buyeth.
Yep.
And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein.
You got it.
So yeah, man, you know, you got Jake that might have just, you know, got a new house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're attached to that stuff, man. You can get these things, you know, but you gotta have the mindset of, look, man, when it comes time to walk away from it, you gotta be ready to walk away, man. Point blank period.
Yep.
It says, verse 43, he that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the.
But you got niggas buying homesteads talking about we waiting for the vendors to come in. Waiting for these grapes because we about to have some wine. Because they're rested upon their leaves and thinking that Babylon is their rest, man. You see that? And these are Israelites we're talking about. Israelites who know they're Israelites. Who are in this mode. Buying land and we're gonna have a vineyard and all this other shit. You know, they got the Underground Railroad. Remember IUIC said that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, bro, what the fuck? You see? So they're not in the mode of being pilgrims. And that starts in the spirit first, man. Knowing and understanding that our kingdom is the kingdom to come. Not this shit that we're in now, man. You got them on that?
Yeah, it says 2 more. They that marry, as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not, as the widowers.
Okay.
And therefore, they that labor in vain. Because everything here is vanity, you know, in the grand scheme of things, man. This whole system is being, you know, that's what I say, it's fading away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you invest in this, you really investing in vain, you know what I'm saying?
So we'll finish this article off. It says, from brain-computer interfaces to quantum computing, AI infrastructure, digital control, and property rights, will examine how these rapidly advancing technologies may be reshaping society before our eyes. We'll also explore these developments through the lens of Bible prophecy, which they don't have to understand the prophecy, man. You see, they're not the prophets. They don't know what the fuck going on. You see that? It says we're discussing how they could be preparing the world for the type of global system described in Scripture during the last days. And if you know where they're getting that from, you already know who they're watching when they're talking like that, man. They're watching the Men of Great Millstone. Because before this, I've never heard about the mark of the beast or heard any pastor or preacher going into this when we were in the church, man. They weren't talking about this. These type of topics were not being brought up 10, 15, 20 years ago, man. Not in the pagan Roman Catholic Christian church anyway. You see? All it was is God got a blessing for you. a motherfucking dance break, a praise break, send the collection plate around a couple times, and you go home. That was it. Now everybody, biblical scholars, everybody want to go into prophecy now, having no clue of what they're talking about, man. What's up? But it goes on to say, are these simply remarkable technological advancements, or are they warning signs that the world is moving toward unprecedented levels of control? And that's exactly what it is, man. It's the wicked Esau Edom trying to play God, you see, trying to corral everybody into this new digital system, man, as is foretold in Revelation 13. That's what this is. That's why everything is moving to AI and technology infrastructure, quantum computing, and ultimately these devices being put into your body, man. It's prophecy. It's the will of the Most High being fulfilled, man. Y'all hold it?
Yeah, I got one. This is Hebrews 13, verse 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
You got it.
So we don't have no future here, man, in this current society. In Esau's wicked beast system. You Israelites have no future here, man. The only future that we're looking forward to is the coming of the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's it. And for the kingdom to be fully established, all this that we see going on, it must happen. Everything be fulfilled. Hey, America has to go into complete and utter collapse, and they have to bring this device, man. You see, the MOTB is mandatory, and all the hell and tribulation that come along with it is mandatory. You see that? What you over, Shabbat?
I brought this because when our people take that, they're those 2/3 that take that device, they're in direct violation of the law. You know, in Leviticus, you're not supposed to cut into the flesh. But this is Proverbs 28, in, verse 4. It says, "They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh Shem Shai understand all things." So the Lord has set up his prophets to warn the people, warn the Israelites. You know, telling you, we're blowing the trumpet about these wicked devices of the heathen, the wicked inventions of the heathen. And, you know, we're the ones who have this understanding. So if you don't have the spirit to, you know, receive it or believe it, you're going to be one of those 2/3 of our people that walks right into that snare.
Even after receiving the warning over and over and over and over again, man. You see that?
Because at the end of the day, you forsake the law totally. You know, you don't even have the Most High in your thoughts. You know, you're not. When you're in that position, that hour of temptation, you're not going to be thinking about your how about Shem Shai. You're going to be thinking about, you know, you're wicked. You're going to be thinking about, you know, serving your own belly. You know.
There's Tobit chapter 4, verse 18. Ask counsel of all that are wise, and despise not counsel that is profitable. And that's just going into, you know, this is the time right now to be asking those questions of what I need to do to get right in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai. That way I don't get affected like the 2/3 are here in this within the system, man. You know, what could I do to obtain favor of Yahweh Shem Shai? And who are those men that you're supposed to be getting counsel from? It's the man of Yahweh Shem Shai. And through faith, we believe it starts with the apostle to heart on down, man. The elders, the apostles, the bishops that have been set up, man. Now I'm going to jump down to verse 21. It says, "And fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth, if thou fearest power, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight."
You know, repent and believe upon Yahweh Shah, man. That's the answer. You must got to grow in that, becoming that new creature. That's what we've been called to do, man. To believe upon the name of Yahweh Shah. That's what's told us, that's what Yahweh Shah told us in the book of John, man. We got to believe on the one that the Almighty Yahweh has sent us. And that tells you in Revelation 3 and 10 that he'll keep us from the hour of temptation that's soon about to be upon us, man. Soon. So I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, as he integrates you into what? This digital system that he's setting up to have you be a part of the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is the new digital Tower of Babel, man. You see that? It don't just stop at these devices we have, the smart TV, your PlayStation, your Wi-Fi, your router, your goddamn microwave, your hot water heater, your Alexa, the lamps, the light fixtures. All that's gonna be a part of the Internet of Things very soon, man. And guess what? Your ass is gonna be a part of it too.
They've already had the thermostat set up to that Wi-Fi system for years already, man.
And they're telling you, it's not just gonna get very soon. The technology of a phone is gonna be what? It's gonna be old technology.
Yeah.
And now all these things that you can do on your phone is gonna be up under your skin. They're telling you this, man. This is them getting you primed and ready to be a part of the Internet of Things. That includes the bodies of the peoples as well, man. Just like you had Noval Harari talking about the time of you having your own individual thought and no one else knowing what you're thinking is over with. Now humans can be hacked. By way of what? By way of brain-computer interface and RFID CHIPs, man. This is where society is going. This is what these devils want to do, man. And the Most High is going to have them bring it to pass to a certain extent. But we're hoping to be a part of that number, to be exempt from that, as Yahweh Shai keeps us from this hour temptation that's going to come upon all the world. You see? It's going to be a worldwide situation going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Revelation 13 and 17 it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to be a part of this system unless you have this device in your body. You see? And that we're not saying that as if it's a good thing. We're telling you that that's going to be the requirement. If you want to live and move and maneuver like you're doing now, or somewhat like you're doing now, you're going to have this in your body. And we're here to tell you, Israelites, you're not supposed to be in the spirit of longing to get this, man. You're supposed to be in the spirit of fighting against this as you stand in boldness for Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Just like our righteous forefathers have done many times before us, man. You see this? But for all you who want to continue your miserable existence here, guess what? You're going to go get it.
Yep.
And all you're doing is sealing your fate to be a part of this lake of fire that America will soon become. You see? So Revelation 13 and 17 it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So this man is talking about who? The wicked elite of Esau Edom, the international banking families, man. You see, they're the ones who are the kings of the earth right now. They're the ones who have a God complex. They're the ones who are trying to gather all the goyim together, man, and integrate them into the system. Because I can guarantee you, they ain't planning on getting no damn devices in their body.
Wow.
You see that?
That's the whole spirit of the East, the elite. Like I was watching this documentary the other night, and, when they made a public school system mandatory, the Rothschilds and those freaking elite, they didn't have their kids in school.
No, why would they? They're the elite.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna have their kids learn no fucking lower education, because that's all it is down here.
Dumbing them down.
Yeah.
You know?
This system ain't for the elite and their families. This is for everyone else. They think is less than them, man. You see that? This is for their property, because that's what they see you as. They see you as their slaves. For all of you who have a problem with us talking about slavery, according to the scriptures, well, that's how the elite, the wicked elite of Esau Edom see you. As property, as goyim, as cattle, as livestock, useless eaters.
That's why they give you a social security number when you're born. That's all you are to them is a number,
That's it. So they want all their news on the board, and they're gonna do that.
Our elder has went in, our elder has went in on that. How the birth certificate is a document of slavery.
That's it.
You know,
Yeah, Lee ain't got no fucking social security, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He's worried about his credit score.
Yeah. Oh man. He probably what the fuck is a credit score?
The motherfucker can adjust his own score as he pleases. You know?
That motherfucker probably like, what is a credit score? When did y'all create this?
He don't need no credit. Just credit. It was
Credit this? That was a good idea.
It's a grading system, just like school.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what the fucking social credit score is gonna be. You see, it's gonna be your report card on how well behaved you've been as you fall up under the order of the ruling elite.
Good Goyam. Bad Goyam.
Yep. That's it. What's up?
I can see it right now, man. Certain jobs, you know, people being barred from certain jobs or whatnot due to things they did online, you know, posted online. You know, we don't believe that you're, able to work this job due to the, security risk.
Yeah.
Because when you get your job, they need your social security number, all type of shit, so they can run your background. Well, all they're gonna need is your personal identification number that you're gonna have in this new system, and they're gonna run that number because it's gonna be specific to you. Ain't gonna be no counterfeiting this, man. Every device is gonna have a specific number on it. It's not gonna be two of the same numbers, and that's how they're gonna be able to keep a track of you. You're gonna be a fucking number in their system. They're gonna take your personal identification number, run it through the system. Oh, he has a violation. He called a woman a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He ran a red light.
He jaywalked. He farted too many times today.
He looked at he looked at this meat and said, "This shit don't look like shit don't look worth a damn." You know what I'm saying? All that shit is gonna be frowned upon in this in the system to come, man. Do we not see that shit? All these hate speech laws and all that shit going on. What you think all that's about? They're about to take all your liberties away. Total control. You being able to say whatever you want to say is about to be a thing in the past, man. Because they're about to get rid of the Constitution fully very soon.
Well, all has to happen is Trump to declare martial law. Your so-called constitutional rights are out the window.
Yes, sir. It's all happening, man. It's all happening. What else y'all got?
I got Psalms 30 and 10. Because you're gonna have to get in the spirit. That's what we've been doing for years, meditating, thinking about. We know through the spirit that we're gonna have to give things up. Right?
Yes, sir.
So this is Psalms 34 and 10. Young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek Yahweh B'Hashem Yoshai shall not want any good thing. So the only thing we're going to rely on is Yahweh B'Hashem Yoshai and our faith, and knowing that Yahweh B'Hashem Yoshai is going to ordain our steps and guide us,
Yep.
to whatever it is that, whatever our lot is. But, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to be in that spirit of, like the brother was talking about, the example of the Jordans.
That's crazy.
Jake can't let go of his Jordans. You have Jake doing all kinds of shit, and just to justify taking that device. At the end of the day, we know not to take it. We shall not want any good thing.
So let's start bringing out some closing subs, man. What else y'all got?
Man.
Yeah.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6, starting verse 24. Lord Yahweh Shai speaking in the red letter. And he says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Go ahead.
You cannot serve the Most High and mammon.
Because you have to understand what money is, man. Money is a defense. And that's how you have to look at it as. You can't make it an idol as if it's your end all be all. And this is what the majority of our people in the world do. They think money is their salvation. No, money is just a helpmeet, man. Money is just something that you have to take care of your shit, to keep a roof over your head, some clothes on your back, some food in your stomach, man. You see? Need some repairs, that's what the money is for. It's not your salvation. It's just a defense. But people have been what? Corrupted by the love of money. You see that? And they love money above Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And how we know this? Because they'll do anything for that money. Like the song says, man, for the love of money. A man will steal from his mama. You see that? all type of shit for that
Man.
mean.
With the Smokey said, "Man, I'll steal from my mama before I steal from you." Word.
Yeah, exactly, man. So that's the difference, man. That's what Yahweh Shai is saying right there, man. You see that? Ain't nothing wrong with having money, but when you make money an idol, your salvation, your end all be all, that's when you fucking up. When you get the money, you should thank Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for allowing you to have some bread, man. Because the Most High, don't it tell us the Most High makes rich, He makes poor?
Mhm.
The Most High is in control of all that, man. You see that? What's up, bro?
Continuing on, this is Matthew 6 and verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink,
Yep.
nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? So that's the mindset that the elect have, man. We're not gonna worry about how we gonna eat, what we gonna wear, you know what I'm saying, where we gonna stay at. We know the Lord got us, man. And that's something that we've been cultivating in this truth since we came in, man. That trust, that faith. You know what I'm
Provision is
saying?
being made. How do you think we get this far?
Right.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai got us this far. We got everything we have now because of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. You see this? And when it goes down, how much more so then?
Eternal life is way more heavier on the balance than food and drink, man.
Yeah.
What you got? That was it.
Even more. Verse 26 it says, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they?
Plain and simple. What's up?
Yeah, man. The Lord feeds the animals, man. The birds, they're taken care of. See? And the men that are serving Yahweh Shema, how much more are we going to be taken care of, man?
I got I just looked up that word money, etymology, and it goes back to, it says here, the temple of Juno, Moneta, which was the ancient mint where they produced coins in Rome. And then I went a little deeper here, and it says here, related etymological facts. And it says monitor. So the name moneta comes from the Latin word moniere, which means to warn or advise. This also gives us the English word monitor. So it's the same thing. These devils always had it in his heart to monitor the transaction, to monitor, because in the ancient world they would use the bartering system. They couldn't keep track. With this devil, like the brother said, he's got that God complex, so he wants to monitor everything. And now he has this technology. This is his ultimate, this is his ultimate way to monitor.
Well, everything's gonna be on that blockchain ledger, man.
Yep.
Everything. Ain't gonna be no under the table transactions no more, man. Esau wants everything recorded because once again, he's trying to put himself in the position of being the Most High.
He wants to know every penny you spend.
Yeah, man. And then have control over how many pennies you got.
You buy a piece of gum, he wants to know that.
Yeah. That's it.
I just thought, you got anything like that?
Go ahead, bro.
I just want to grab this because the brother had earlier, he spoke about, because this is nothing new, right? The Esau-Edom, the so-called white man, he's always had that spirit of control on him, wants to control everything, wants to monitor everything. Tower of Babel, they're trying to unite everybody. Now, this one is real quick out of First Maccabees, verse 1 and 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to the whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Mm-hmm. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
And that's the same thing that's coming now, man. Mm-hmm. And best believe you're going to have wicked Israelites who are going to be siding with Esau to walk you Israelites into this new system, man. You see? This is nothing new.
Strange laws of the land,
Yep.
That's going to be a straight. And you're not, as an Israelite, you're not supposed to take them like you'll see hit in your body.
So
chip in your brain. That's strange.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's wild. So let's get close to ourselves when we're wrapping up. That's some shit we don't even like think about doing. Like that's some shit that has never crossed our mind even before we came into the truth. Getting some shit put up under our skin. Jake don't even like getting shots. Jake, big grown ass, remember being in the military, having to get mad and look away. Well,
People would pass out and shit.
Yeah. Having to draw blood, you can't even look at that shit because that's not what we own.
It's not in our spirit.
Huh?
It's not in our spirit.
It ain't natural, bro. I done seen videos of Edomites putting Tesla keys in their hands.
Yeah, that one female.
You know how big that shit is, bro?
Bro, even as
Man, I would've passed
simple things as going to the doctor, you know what I'm saying? Jake, unless they have to, unless they're
Jake gonna figure some shit out. And that's why you got home remedies. Or back in the day, it takes Robitussin. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm a good example of that. You know what I mean?
Put some onions in your salad. Put some lemons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jake ain't trying to go to no damn hospital, man. Cause we ain't on that type of shit. This some shit. We don't even think that shit cool. Even before we came into the street, it wasn't cool. See all these weird ass Edomites doing all this weird shit to their body. Like, what the fuck? Now, even more so now. Yeah, I got a chip in, so I got magnets and all my fingertips. Nigga, why? Why? That's it's but this as the scriptures call them, the Most High calls us what? Strange children, man. These people are fucking strange, man. What you got? We'll close it out. Whatever y'all got.
All right, the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
That's our victory right there, man. Through the blood of Yahweh Shai, how we gonna overcome all this shit that's coming our way. You got it.
That's the way.
Yep.
And by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
And this is what Esau is trying to overthrow. He's trying to overthrow the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. He's trying to overthrow the word of the Most High. But there ain't nothing you can do to stop it, man. The elect has been ordained to get the victory before the world was even created. You see? Before Edomite even existed, the sons of God had the victory. You see that?
Yahweh he's putting the spirit on this devil to do everything that he's doing. Because why? Because it's prophecy.
You gotta understand, man.
Who hath resisted the will of the Most High?
You gotta understand the victory of the sons of God that has been sealed from the time Yahweh Shai was created. There was nothing that you Edomites could do to stop that. The only begotten, when he was created, the victory for the sons of God had been sealed from that point up until now. It can't be stopped. This is inevitable, man. So we know what you're going to come with, but we're here to tell you, you're going to lose, man. Simple and plain. Everything that you're doing, you're just wasting the last little seconds of your blessing, man. Showing that you really don't care about it, because if you did, you would be out here enjoying life, living it up. You see this? Because your shit is temporary, and its expiration date is fastly approaching. That was it, Amor?
I got that same verse in the
you
GT real quick.
Yeah.
So this is Revelation 12, verse 11, the Good News translation. It says, they won the victory over him by the blood of the Lamb,
That's it.
and by the truth which they proclaimed.
That's it.
It says, and
Ooh,
they were
through the blood of Yahweh Shai, through the truth that we proclaim.
100% true.
100% true. That's right. You got it.
and they were willing to give up their lives and die. That's the mindset of the elect, man. We don't got no lives here, man. Our lives are here with Yahweh Shai.
And that's all being done through the Spirit of the Almighty, a spirit that we've been allowed to tap into through His Son Yahweh Shai, man. You see this? That's how we're gonna overcome, and this is all for the glory of the Almighty Yahweh. You see that? This is all for the glory of His Son Yahweh Shai. So we're about to see amazing things happen as this devil starts to grip the world tighter and tighter with this digital society, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna have to come through for us like never before. You see?
You read that 12:12, right? You just read it?
I didn't read 12. I read
Oh, you
11.
did? Oh, I know you read 11. I already But anyway, the verse 12 it goes into how the devil has to move speedily with great wrath because he knows he has a short time, you know. And I was just thinking because I'll make it quick. But you know we always talk about how an empire's average lifespan it's 250 years, you know, and so that's why this devil is moving because we know that it says here historians and data analysts frequently cite the average lifspan of a major empire as roughly 250 years. This popular benchmark, often called the 250-year theory, was heavily popularized by the British military historian. It doesn't even matter what his name is. But the thing is this is we're in these last days, man. The men of the Lord have the spirit to understand all things, like we read earlier. So we understand what it is, and we know where this devil is going with all this shit.
Yep.
You know, in 250 years, even Esau tells you an empire's gonna, you know, average lifespan is 250. What was it? July 4th? That was the birthday of this place. 250 years. So we know through the Spirit, this is all like the brother read, and we started on Habakkuk 2. You know, it's getting ready to. The prophecies are getting ready to jump off the pages.
Everything's lining. Everything's lining up perfectly, man. Nothing's out of order. I got a quick one. This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
So this is the mode we have to be in, man. Knowing the understanding that through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. And this is a part of it, man. But we must stand firm in that, so we can receive that crown of life when it's all said and done, and then we be a part of that number to get them. You see that? That's what we're doing all this for, man, in hopes to receive that crown and receive that salvation. You got something else, number one?
I was gonna say, man, you took the words out of my mouth, man. Let no man take that crown.
That's it. You good? I'm gonna end it on this. Revelation 20:4 says, "And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years." So that should give you the spiritual ammunition to say, "Hey man, fuck all this shit. If you want to cut my head off, because I know where I'm going after this. I'm going to be with Yahushua in glory, man." You see that? So that's why it's so important for us to believe in the entire record of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. So knowing and understanding that we're Israelites, man, is a major thing. It's major. You see that? So for all you Israelites who refuse to believe, you look down on our true heritage and who we truly are, that's going to be to your detriment, man. Because you ain't going to have nothing to stand upon when it's all said and done. You see?
Or you ignore the mouth of Yahweh Bahasham.
Yep, and it's going to lead to your demise. So with that, man, we're going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Rekah, Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua has created us to do. With that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom to the elect, man.
Shalom to the elect. I don't know if the volume was not that good, because my brother, I guess he was watching to the spirit.
Yeah.
He texted me.
On which one?